Hello, kindergarten friends. It is story time with Mrs. Adams. So I am in our reading corner. It is a quiet place in the classroom that I like to come to read a story to you. So I have a comfy seat to sit on. So if you aren't in a quiet spot and if you aren't on a comfy seat, why don't you pause this video and go find somewhere quiet to sit and listen and find something comfy to sit on. Maybe it's a pillow. You could even grab an animal if you wanted to read with that. So you can go grab your animal. One thing I love reading in Mrs. Adams' class is Junie B. Jones chapter books. So Junie B gets into a lot of trouble in kindergarten. She is super silly, and I love reading her stories because I love Junie B. So we are going to read Junie B. Jones books and Magic Tree House books. So this is our first book. Now remember, I said that Junie B. Jones gets in a lot of trouble in kindergarten. So she sometimes makes bad choices and she says things she's not supposed to say. This story is called Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. Now there's a word in there that we don't ever want to use, and it is stupid. So Junie B said it, but just because she says it in this story, that doesn't mean that you say it, okay? Junie B doesn't make a good choice by using that word. So let's find out about this silly story, Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. So this is a chapter book. It doesn't really have pictures, but every once in a while there will be a picture, so I'll make sure I show you the picture, okay? Otherwise, we're just gonna use our imaginations. Chapter 1, Meeting Mrs. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. I am almost 6 years old. If you're almost 6, you can go like this. Me too. My goodness. I'm almost 6 years old. Almost 6 is when you get to go to kindergarten, just like us. Kindergarten is where you go to meet new friends and not watch TV. My kindergarten is the afternoon kind. Today was my first day of school. I'd been to my room before though. Last week, my mother took me there to meet my teacher. So Junie B is at the afternoon kindergarten. We have the online kindergarten. So here is a picture of Junie B. Jones. She is in her first day outfit. It was called Meet the Teacher Day, just like us when we got to meet each other on the computer. My teacher was decorating the bulletin board with the letters of the alphabet. I already know all those letters, I said. I can sing them, except for I don't feel like it right now. My teacher shook my hand. Only our hands didn't fit together that good. Her name was Mrs. I can't remember the rest of it. Mrs. said I looked cute. I know it, I said. That's because I have on my new shoes. I held my foot way high in the air. See how shiny they are? Before I put them on, I licked them. Junie B is so silly. And guess what else, I said. This is my bestest hat. Grandpa Miller bought it for me. See the horns sticking out of the sides? Here is Junie B and showing Mrs. her shoes. And look at Mrs.'s face. She's like, oh my goodness. And she has her hat on. Junie B sure is silly. Mrs. laughed, except I don't know why. Horns are supposed to be scary. Then we walked around the room and she showed me where stuff was, like the easels where we get to paint, and the shelves where the books are, and the tables where we sit and don't watch TV. One of the tables in the front of the room had a red chair. I would like to sit there, I think, I told her. But Mrs. said, we'll have to wait and see, Junie B. Junie. B, I said. Call me Junie B. I hollered the B part really loud so she wouldn't forget it. People are always forgetting my B. Mother rolled her eyes and looked up at the ceiling. I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. Are you going to ride the bus, Junie B? Mrs. asked me. I made my shoulders go up and down. I don't know. Where's it going? My mother nodded her head and she said, yes, she'll be riding the bus. That made me feel scary inside, because I'd never ridden a bus before. Yeah, only, where's it going to? I asked again. Mrs. sat on her desk. Then she and my mother talked some more about the bus. I tapped on Mrs. Guess what? I still don't know where it's going to, I said. Mrs. smiled and said the bus driver's name is Mr. Who. Mr. Who, said Mother. That's an easy name for Junie B to remember. I covered my ears and I stamped my foot. Yeah, only where's the stupid smelly bus going to? Was that a good decision? Oh my goodness. Look at she's doing. Oh, Junie B. Mother and Mrs. frowned. That was not a good decision, you're right. Frowning is when your eyebrows look grumpy. Watch yourself, Missy, said Mother. Missy is my name when I'm in trouble. I looked down at my shoes. They didn't look as shiny as they did before. Just then, another mother and a boy came in, and Mrs. went off to talk to them instead of me. I don't know why, though. The boy was hiding behind his mother and acting very babyish. I am stronger than that boy, I think. After that, my mother sat me down, and she explained about the bus. She said it's yellow, and it's called a school bus, and it stops at the end of my street. Then I get on it, and I sit down, and it takes me to school. And then your teacher will meet you in the parking lot, said Mother. Okay, Junie B, won't that be fun? I nodded the words yes. But inside my head, I said the word no. And that is where we are going to finish for today. That was chapter 1. Chapter 2, which we will read tomorrow, is called Feeling Squeezy. Can't wait to read with you tomorrow.